on action. Alright, welcome to the Daily Diggory Dawn News. If you didn't see the intro, we are talking about Djibouti today and its popular culture. So, first off, we're going to be talking about holidays. So, well, this place, Djibouti, is mostly Islamic. It has a bit of Christian and Roman Catholic, but Roman Catholic and Christian aren't really much in there. Most of the time, it's just Islams in Djibouti. So some holidays that they have, these names are very hard to pronounce, excuse me if I don't pronounce them right, is Eid al-Fitr, so it's Eid al-Fitr, which is a Muslim holiday, which is, I heard, it's kind of like Christmas, but no, we Muslims, can jam, where you give presents and eat food with families. And then we also have Ramen Id al-Neha. This is a very complicated name, and it also has my favorite food in it, ramen. I do like ramen. It do be tasting good, though. Thank you for that segment. Now we're going to be moving on to the nose cards. So many nose cards. Yeet. I found one. One action. All right. So now we're going to be hopping into the religion. There's Muslim, which I just said, but I said Islamic. I meant Muslim. And then there is Christian, which you probably know what Christian is, because most of you watching this is probably Christian, which would make sense if you knew what Christian meant. Okay, and then there's Orthodox, which, actually, I'm going to look up what Orthodox is really quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. So that is what Orthodox mean. I'm too lazy to memorize it, to say it, but you'll see it in the video. Anyways, and then there's Roman Catholic, which you also probably know because the other countries we've studied this year have had Roman Catholic, like literally all of them except for Canada. So, but you know, South America, Central America, Mexico, yeah, that's all I can remember. Have Roman Catholic, and then there's just spattered religions, just religions that, you know, people have made up, I guess, and stuff like that. Oh, no, it fell. Sorry about that, my camera fell. So, yes, you could put down atheist, I guess. I don't know, is that a religion, though? Because they don't technically believe in anything. I'm confused. Greek mythology, you could put down. There's a lot of different answers you could put down for this. But that's really what I can come up with in my head. Moving on. And finally, my favorite part, the food. Who doesn't like food? I mean, come on. Let me get this straight. It tastes good, depending on the food you're eating, and what your preference is for the food. And it also makes you survive. So everybody likes having fun and surviving. It's like going to the trampoline park. You're having fun, but you're surviving because you're obviously alive and you're thriving. No, I'm just rapping. But I ain't dapping. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to get out of the rap thing. Okay, so for food, we have fish. See, I'm not a very big fan of fish myself. They're just, very oceany. How do I explain this? I just don't like fish. They're just not my thing. So, I'm sure you know what fish is. If you don't, you probably have a brain of a fish, which would be very sad, because fish are dumb. But I'm not saying you are dumb if you don't know what fish is. I'm just saying you probably would know what fish is. But yeah, fish, you can scrape the skin off of them. You can keep the skin off of them as long as you cut off its head, oh my goodness, its head and its tail, and then fry it. You can eat it. Next on the list, we have flatbread. And you guys probably know what flatbread is because of Bible classes that we've gone through before on this news channel. So flatbread, they It's like bread without yeast. It's like kind of like a cracker, but it's more of a bitter taste in my opinion. It's a bit bitter. And then the stew. You guys also probably know what stew is. It's kind of like soup, but more generally, it's a bit more thicker, and it has a bit more meat than soup would. Like in stew, most of the time you'd have bigger chunks of meat, and instead of like a broth, it'd be like a kind of like a chunkier kind of mixture. And then there is cucumber salad. See, I would actually probably prefer this over fish and flatbread. Actually, flatbread is very unfattening. It's not, it barely gets you anywhere to be fat at all. Unless you eat like 20 billion packages of flatbread from your Mexican market. And that stuff from the Mexican market, you never know. Stuff can get you big. But anyways, back on topic. So, and then it's cucumber salad. I do like cucumbers quite a bit. Pro tip, when you have a cucumber, slice it in the middle. Put salt on that little rind there. Not rind, what's it called? The middle of the... Excuse me. The middle of the cucumber. Eat it. Oh, it's so good. Best vegetable that you've ever had, unless you've had Mr. Hibachi. Mr. Hibachi's vegetables are amazing. Again, I'm getting off topic. And then there's fruit juice. Everybody knows what fruit juice is. You can think of pog juice. Yes, it's pog juice. Yeah, like the kid yelling, Dad, can I have any pog juice? And the dad's like, no, I don't have any pog juice. And then there's lamb. Lamb is, well, lamb. It's like steak, but made from lamb. Tastes good. Alright, moving on. And here, we have music. So, here's some types of music that they have. There's jazz and rock, which I, most of the time, put in the same category, because honestly, if you've seen, like, 50s, like, Chuck Berry, Johnny B. Good, if you listen, there's a lot of guitar, but you listen to the background, there's saxophone, trumpet, trombone, jazz band instruments, and the drum set. So, I would put those together. There's also African traditional music that they have. In class before, we have looked at this type of music from North Africa, with those people with those big, long flute things, and like, and so there's those. And there's dancing. Dancing music. Who doesn't like dancing music? Like, come on. Like, The Weeknd with his Blinding Lights, that is a vibing song. You can't just, like, not vibe to that song. That song is just straight vibing, dude. And then there's davels. I don't really know... Wait. Never mind, that was just a scribble. Moving on. We're going to go into the fashion, and the fashion... Everybody probably knows what fashion is, but if you don't, fashion is like what you wear and it's fancy. Most people put fashion as fancy, but I just put clothes down for it, honestly, because I don't really know if people in Djibouti wear the most fashionicious things in the world, because I don't, what I've seen is they wear, like, what you see from most pictures of people in Africa, just, most of the women just wear, like, just a dress and, like, a hat. And pretty normal, honestly. A lot of people even here just wear it. Doesn't look too different. Doesn't look too out of the ordinary. And then there's jeans and a t-shirt, which is mostly what men wear. And that's here, well, here, not over here as well. But jeans and a t-shirt, also pretty normal for, places, especially around here. If you go around, especially this time when it's starting to get spring, going into the summer, excuse me again, you'll see a lot of people wearing jeans and t-shirts, what I'm wearing right now, actually. And then, so I already went over the dresses. So yeah, that's really what they wear in Djibouti. If you find anything else, let me know. I will always gladly, go again. Yeah. Alright, so language is up. Okay, so here's language. So we all know what language is. I'm speaking it right now. And if you don't know what language is, fish brain. Okay, so French, we all know what French is. You've seen people make memes out of French people. You're like, oui, oui, de baguette, de croissant. You've always seen that. I don't know. They've always just made French people, they've made fun of their accent, which ain't right. And then there's Arabic. As I was saying earlier with the Islam thing, that's what they speak is Arabic. We've also gone through that before with the Egypt and stuff. That's what they speak mostly. And then there's Somali. Somali kind of sounds like tamale. Somali, tamale. Yes, Somali, there's I think there's a country actually in Africa that is named Somali. Oh my, oh, that hurts. So, yeah, Somali. Now, up next we're doing TV. And then, finally, there's television. Everybody loves television. If you're bored, if you don't want to read, you're probably going to go to your television. Like, if you want to chillax, but you don't want to, read or anything, you're probably going to go to your television, unless you take a nap. But anyways, what not the networks, but what most people just watch in Djibouti is pretty much what we watch here. There's news, which what I'm doing right now, so thanks for that, Djibouti. Keep on rocking with the news. And there is shows, which, you probably also know what a show is. There's The Chosen, which is very popular right now, Naruto, Cobra Kai. I could go on and on with shows. It's shows. And there's movies. We all know what movies is. Like, I can list a couple great movies right now. Definitely watch these movies. There's Jimmy Neutron. Amazing. Madagascar Penguins. Amazing. Every single Minions movie. Amazing. Monster Inc. Amazing. Yeah. So, moving on. Alright, everybody, we have seen to reach our end. So you know what that means? It means that we're moving on to weather with Jimmy. Friday. This is weather with your boy. Okay, so it looks like on Friday it's going to be the high is 69, the low is 48. There will be a 3% chance of rain, and the wind mile per hour will be 8 at the tops, and it will be partly cloudy, partly sunny. So, be sure just to wear a sweatshirt and a pair of pants. You'll probably be fine on that, and remember to wear your mask. Hi, I'm Bob, and today we're going to be looking at Djibouti's main event. So, thank you from the other man handing it off to me for the last segment of this news clip. So, for today's Djibouti event that's very big, we're going to be talking about who conquered it and when it gained independence. So, let's dive right into it. Okay, so first off, it was 825 and Islam introduced to the area. So Islam came into the area, and yeah. And then in 1888, a French colony of Somaliland established over the region. So the French came in and just kind of established that region. And then Djibouti becomes the capital of French Somaliland, which is weird because I didn't know Djibouti actually was a colony of France. And then Ethiopia acquired a very small amount of Djibouti's land after signing a treaty with France. So France was just like, since you signed a treaty with us, you're going to get a bit of land. It's just fair. That's how it works, I guess. And then a railway connecting the port of Djibouti with the Ethiopian hinterland reaches Addis Ababa. So, nice. They're gaining balance. It's 1917 by now, and so this is like more around the industrial age, so people are starting to build railroads and connecting these places, so Ethiopia can have just more people come in living there, so that sounds good. So 1946, Djibouti made an overseas territory with the French Union with its own legalistic reputations for the French Parliament. It's a lot of words. In 1958, Djibouti votes to join the French community. So, at this point in 1958, Djibouti is just part of the French community. So, that's good for them. They have someone that will care for them and loves them. Yeah. Independence. So, 1967, reform takes place during which Afghan people and Europeans vote to remain part of the French community. French Somaliland renamed the French territory of the Afars and the Assas. And then in 1977, the French territory of the Afars and the Assas became independent as Djibouti with Hassan Golab as president. People's Progress Assembly Party set up with a view Antigua and Iza's people. In 1981, Djibouti becomes one-party state with People's Progress Assembly as the sole party. My bad. In 1992, a constitution calling for a limited multiply system adopted, fighting between the European government troops as far front of restoration of the united and democratic FRUD. Well, that's weird. Okay, well, FRUD is what they call it for short, I guess, in the northeast of the country. And power sharing agreement. The government and main fraction of FRUD signed a power sharing agreement, difficulty ending the civil war. Racial fractional FRUD continues to fight. French Judge Bernard Barly dies under mysterious circumstances in Djibouti. He was advising the Djibouti government and reported investigations as arms smuggling. So he was smuggling firearms and weapons. And at this point, they've gained freedom and they seem to be going fine, except for the fact that, please pray for this, they are very low with stocks and stuff. They're actually dramatically low, the lowest in history a country's got that we have recorded. So Djibouti right now is a very poor country and a lot of poverty, so please keep that country in your prayers. Please do. And that's it, signing back off. So, see ya. Oh, that was a bit in depth, but okay. Well, anyways, thank you for tuning in to this news channel instead of any of the fake news channel. They're all fake. Fake. Anyways, thank you from our sponsor. They definitely, just thank you from our sponsor. Thank you for turning into this news channel instead of any other ones. We deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, or night, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. If you're watching a replay or watching it live. This is a goodbye from Channel 9 News. Yes, Channel 9, but we call it the Daily Degree News. Okay, you know what? Anyways, bye.